It's a very broad question. I forgot the words. You see, the words don't come easy.
Can you say the question one more time? We have three main parts in our curriculum. One is the studio practice and the critical practice, and the third one is the open practice, which is more academy-wide education.
There are two components into our studies. One is the critical thinking, and one is the creative abilities, which comes out of the studio practice. But to constantly contextualize your work and put it into more of a larger context is of great importance.
I think the first year is like the boot camp. You really need to come every day, do the work, like be in the studio, talk to your peers, explore, explode, bigger, better. Like it's just also learning the things in the workshops, like learning the technical things and using the workshops.
And then the second year is the first time that you get all of freedom, complete freedom to explore, which is also like a big hole, because then from like thousands of assignments you all of a sudden have nothing, but then you can finally experiment, what is it that I want to do. But then the third year, with that knowledge of the previous year, you really have more of a direction. Okay, I think I'm getting an understanding of who it is as an artist, or you're getting closer to that at least.
All our students get an individual studio space where they can develop their works, and that's very unique in this academy, that we can offer that space to our students.
The main education happens in your studio, not only in your own material research and your own painting or sculpting or what you now do in your studio, but it's also where you get your studio visits with your tutors. They are usually a conversation. You sit down in a one-to-one conversation with one of your tutors, and you talk about what you're doing, what you're trying to make.
For me, actually, the teachers are standing almost like next to you instead of above you or like directing you. They're really standing next to you, and they're like more like a coach. Then they are like saying like, oh, you need to do this or that. And that's for me a very important thing in the fine arts. Yeah.
What we try to do, and I also try to do with my students, is to, first of all, to create, it maybe sounds banal, but a very important thing, a safe environment that we are able to exchange equally our thoughts and our positions. I think what really strikes me within the environment in KABK is that it has this fine balance between getting something solid, but at the same time feeling of having an experimental space that you are allowed to discover, experiment, and produce.
The focus is on like finding your own voice in your work, and I feel that is like really, really important. So I really enjoy the freedom we have here in KABK.
And all our students are allowed to work in all the workshops that KABK has, and we also encourage them to have all the facilities like wood workshop, metal workshop, 3D printing, printmaking, and they get introduced to all these workshops at the beginning.
Material research, material making is such a fantastic and big part of our program, and to really to make use of it. We have fantastic facilities here. Being able to write and to contextualize your work is something that is important as an artist today, and to be able to put your work in a wider context. Work doesn't happen in a vacuum, and to be able to analyze that and see where that need and work come from is one of the skills we we want our students to have.
To think and reflect about research as a practice also within the art, really as part of our practice. Before coming here, I never thought about these things together. Now that I am developing a practice, I understand and experience how it is just part of the same thing.
Well, I think with the students, with the peers that are in our classes, I have like really close contact, and they really inspire me and my work, and you can really discuss with them, and they all help you out. So that's really nice.
The struggles you have, we all have. So when you're like in a crisis, you just walk around the studio and start to share whatever is going on in your mind, and people get you, and I know that way we do really support each other a lot.
Yeah, for me the reason that I applied to KABK is also because it's quite international, and I really like that, because you can learn from each other in a way that people have a different cultural background. You can have more discussions about different topics, and it's not only one specific view or culture that is in this school.
This is something we help each and every student to sort of define their place in the world as critical makers, as artists, as dreamers. And if we can do that, we're happy, we're content. We did our job.